One.
Hello, and welcome to the Family Den.
Where we got nothing but love for you, baby. I'm Stacy.
And I'm Richard. And today we talk about anything that you want to talk about.
So let's get on into our letter of the day. Alright, today's letter is from Catherine in Oklahoma. I am a stay-at-home mom. with 8 and 10-year-old girls. My husband works a typical 9-to-5 schedule and refuses to do household chores, period. I've tried to explain how unfair it is and if he could just help a little. And although he is a good father and spends time with the girls, all else he considers my responsibility. How can I get him to see homework, doctor visits, dishes, etc. should not be my job alone? Or should it? Okay, that's interesting.
Yes, it is.
You want to take the lead on that one?
Well, I have to say that.
Should it be her job alone? That's the last question.
Should it be her job alone? I would say no.
No, wow. You're surprised.
Hey, I would say no, because everybody can be overwhelmed, but at the same time, you don't know what he's going through in his job. You know, he's probably overwhelmed in his job too. You know, unless he's projected to you that, hey, this is woman's work. I don't do that type of stuff.
But see, you have to keep in mind, she said in her letter that he refuses to do any of that work. He's saying that this is her job and she needs to do it. So clearly, you know, this is not about him being overwhelmed at work. She's overwhelmed. She has to do this 24/7 by herself. You know, and I am a stay-at-home mom for anybody who doesn't know. So I completely get what she's talking about. You know what I mean? Because it is viewed as my job to do these things. But what you don't understand, Mr. Varian, is that is your job. You clock out. This brother, from what I'm reading, she said he's got a typical 9-to-5 schedule. So he works, what, 8 in the morning to 5 at night? I mean, he gets an hour lunch break or whatever the case is. He comes home and he puts his feet up and where's my dinner type of thing. And she has to keep on going. Why is it okay, just because I'm a stay-at-home mom, that I do everything? Why won't you come home and put in at least equal time? You don't have to do everything. I do agree that I'm a stay-at-home mom and the majority of these things should be my job. But if you get your behind home at 6 o'clock and the day doesn't end till 10, I say you should put in at least 2 of those hours. From 6 to 10, we should share those 4 hours responsibility. You know, I put in my work until 6 o'clock. I put in all my work. You put in your work. So now the last 4 hours of the day, we share the responsibility. It should not be Stacy works from whatever, 6 in the morning, or Catherine, I'm sorry, I just went over the edge there a little bit. I put myself up in your problem there, girl.
Hey, do I have to move my chair?
No, Catherine, I'm sorry. It shouldn't be Catherine working all day and all night, 24 hours a day, and her husband doesn't want to share the responsibility, okay? He should help out on your day off. You know, let that sister relax. Let her put her feet up. I know he probably can't cook dinner, Catherine. So you might just have to bite the bullet on that one and be the cook. But man, you could do other things. Don't tell me that you can't put the kids to bed for her from time to time. Don't tell me that you can't show up to the parent-teacher conference every now and again. Don't tell me that doctor visits are for women to take care of. Look, when that child gets sick, they may ask for mama because mama is what they used to. But daddy needs to know how to take care of that cold too. What if mama's sick at the same time as the babies? Daddy needs to know to go get that thermometer, okay? Daddy needs to know to get the Vicks and rub it on the chest if that's what y'all using in the house. You know what I'm saying? Don't put everything on that woman's shoulders by herself, because it's just like a doggone balance beam. If you put too much weight on one side, the damn thing is going to break eventually, all right?
You made a good point.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, now, Now let me tell you how you can avoid this problem. And she said before, you're both working, because those are both full-time jobs. He's going to work, getting up, and doing that hard traffic, coming back, on top of 8 hours.
Hard traffic. I like the way you said getting up. Like, I don't have to get up. Like, I can get the kids ready from my bed. Do they think that we sit in the bed all day?
Hey.
Okay.
Hey,
all right. I don't get the kids ready from my bed. I don't know about you.
Okay? I'm just saying, both jobs are hard.
Okay.
So, in the times that you're both together, this is how we can solve that problem.
Let's do it.
Roles have to be defined.
I like that.
You know, roles have to be defined. Men need direction. They work, they follow a certain schedule, their boss have them do something. It should be the same way at home, you know. As long as roles are defined, there'll never be an argument. You won't have two people sitting around waiting to do something that should be done. If roles are defined, that person should get up and do it.
Okay, so how do we define Catherine's role with her husband? Her husband who's refusing to help her. How do we define his role? Can you tell the man? Now, let's answer this.
Hey,
you do agree. Her question, should I be doing this all by myself? You are agreeing that, no, she should not be doing this herself.
No, she should not be doing it.
What should Catherine's husband be helping her do?
Okay. I say look at each other, take your strengths and weaknesses. If your man know how to clean up, have him clean up. You know, that helps.
I don't know, but
if he's good with putting the kids to bed, have him put the kids to bed. Roles should be defined, and you, Catherine, do the other stuff. There's a bunch of jobs in the house that needs to be done. You have to pick your strengths and weaknesses, because men work better towards their strengths. If you put men in a situation where they can't do, there's going to be some problems. They don't want to do it, because no man want to look bad. So pick his strengths. Focus on that. As long as he's helping you, it don't matter what he's doing. As long as he's taking some of the burden off you, and you sit down and talk about it, and I guarantee you won't have this problem anymore.
Okay, but my thing is in her letter, she specifically states that her husband refuses to help her. So how does Catherine convince her man to help her for a man who feels, oh, well, you here, you should be doing it? How does she convince him? Please help me. Please help me put the kids to bed. Please help me come to the parent-teacher conferences. Please, can you help me do the homework every now and again? Please, please. How do you convince him that he should be helping her?
Well, that's a tough one, and that's the one thing. First, start by asking him nicely and see what happens. If he refuses to do it,
which he is, she said he's refusing.
That's a tough one. The man is just he's very selfish and insensitive, and maybe that's a tough one. What's your suggestion? Because me, I hate to tell people to just drop your mate.
Well, see, the thing is, no, I would never tell you to leave your husband.
Yeah,
okay,
but
because that's a typical. That's something that only
that's
you.
That's pretty insensitive.
Yeah, that is very insensitive what your husband is doing. The thing is, and I'm going to put this on the shoulders of not just your husband, not just men in general. This is one for everybody, because me, I was not always a stay-at-home mom, and I also thought that being a stay-at-home mom was one of those dream jobs, the fantasy jobs. The world on a whole does not recognize what a stay-at-home mom does in a day, okay? So your husband is not fully informed of everything that you do and how difficult it is for you to do. He's not understanding that you have to get up in the middle of the night to take that baby to the bathroom or whatever it is you have to do on your schedule. He's not understanding how hard that is on you, washing the clothes and washing the dishes and cooking the dinner and everything that has to be done. He doesn't get it. I'm sorry, I didn't get it, and I apologize to all stay-at-home moms on my behalf from before I was a stay-at-home mom. Somehow or another, we have to get your husband to understand that it's not fair for you to be there doing all of that on your own and him not even trying to give you a lifesaver. Because generally, the reason why we have two what do you call it? The two working parents in the home is because The women don't want to stay at home no more to do this thankless job, okay? This is one of those jobs that you have to sacrifice yourself in doing, and nobody wants to do it anymore. So I'd rather go out and get a job than stay here with these kids, and unfortunately the kids are suffering. I'm not saying that a woman has to do it. A man could be the one staying at home, and the man is doing this thankless job, and nobody recognizes him. Sometimes the men have it worse. They look at him like, you a scrub. You at home with the kids. Why you ain't out there getting your money on? Okay, listen. Whoever is staying at the house, they are going through some things, all right? Whoever is going to work, please help your mate. This is my plea to whoever is getting it in. Help them. They are drowning, all right? If you don't help them, you might be helping yourself into you know, I hate to say the D word, you know what I'm saying? You know where I'm at now. She don't want to do it herself. He don't want to do it himself. Work together. Like Richard said, find something that you're good at. If you ain't good at cooking, you ain't good at meeting the parents, the teachers at the school, find something. I know you can wash a dish. I know you can, all right? I know you can pick up that vacuum and run across the floor for her. You know what I'm saying? Please help Catherine out, because I don't want to see on the news that Catherine done did something to you or your kids. She's going to be on the episode of Snap. You understand? All right? So just give her help. You know, in closing, that's how I feel about it.
Yeah, and in closing with me, and I'm the same with her. I hate mentioning the D word to everybody, but that's where it's going. So, bite the bullet, help her out, and a happy woman make a happy household.
It sure does. Thanks for joining us and the Family Den.
All right.